What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Runers. In the previous episode, we've got some pretty cool spell combinations going on this time. I do like a lot. Ooh, yay. My sucky vacuum, bring you down to the middle, only $5. Let's go over here. Oh god, and I'm being pelted with enormous spells of death already. I've been here for 5 seconds and you're all like pelting me with spells of death. Eat shotgun! Magey shotgun! Oh, and I'm also aiming poorly because there's a brain on the field. Awesome. I'm not even here yet, and the enemy already has its brains already all over the field. I want to spread your brains on the field, though. I don't want... No! I'm having trouble aiming right now. I should probably get rid of the brain first. Also that thing, so it doesn't spawn any more demons on me. That's right, demon. You take it. You take it to the face. I'm going to be playing this game a lot. I'm going to be honest, even after we end this series, I'm probably going to be playing this game a lot because I do like it. I love bullet hell games, and I really do enjoy kind of the variability of this game, just playing around. I mean, even after you discover all the spells, there's like 350 of them. I mean, you can quite honestly just go forever just playing with random spell combinations and trying to find the thing that benefits your playstyle the most. We are playing a little bit slower this time. I mean, we're not quite as spam happy this time as our last run, but I felt like I hadn't been straying too far from up close and personal builds. And so what I wanted to do, wow, their outfits seem like they are, like one half of them is blue, one half of them is red. They seem like they're having some kind of identity crisis. Like, well, we're mist mages, man. I mean, we're part water mage, part fire mage. We are kind of confused. We couldn't make the call. When the Mages Guild was here, we were just like, we want to do everything, man. It sounds awesome. Ooh. I think these just travel around the edge of the playfield until they're close enough to strike at you. Stop striking at me. We're not that close. You think that you're close enough with me to strike at me, but you're not. I just don't know you like that. I just don't love you enough, Buggy baby. I just don't love you enough. Let's go over here. Alright, and so we've eliminated that guy right there. We'll go ahead and blow up his crate because that is the right of the victor. You're allowed to blow up the enemy's crate. That's one of those little things that they don't teach you in military classes. After you beat the enemy, you get to blow the shit out of his crate. That is what you get to do. It is the right of the victor. Oh my god, I'm gonna drop a vacuum right there just to make their lives difficult and to force them to cluster up a little bit. Okay, very nice, very nice. Seems to be going okay for us. Trying to stay the hell away and not get hit by their ridiculous little bolts of light. Who knew that light could be so painful? What happens when that impacts with us? Do we just get like a little kind of BB-sized sunburn? You'd be like, ow! Several hundred more of these and I might actually be somewhat frustrated with my evening spent in the dungeon. Let's go ahead and blow up that crate over there. There's no extra treasure here, so a pox upon that. Let's go to the right. Ooh. Yep, and then I'm gonna try and drop, well, that didn't work out very well because they can just dig under my sucky vacuum. I mean, it is sucky after all. It is quite a sucky vacuum, so what are you gonna do? How confused are you right now? Anyway, let's go ahead and we'll throw some watery crystals at all these little purple guys because my projectiles are purple and they are purple. Therefore, learning what I have learned from video games, I think that they would probably love to come into contact with their forehead, and that was the worst aimed shot ever. I don't even know if that would qualify as an aimed shot, so there. It was so bad that we can't even qualify it as one. Soul Absorption. I'm probably going to go with Soul Rip on this one because Soul Rip is a really, really good ability. Yeah, let's go with Soul Rip because we already sacrificed a little bit of our health, so I'm thinking that we probably want to make good on that by ensuring... Oh, that's my... Is that my Elemental Guardian right there? We took that ability in the previous episode, and I am excited about using it. I think that's what it is. I thought it would be a lot larger from the way that it looked on the tooltip. Like, I thought it was going to be like a giant floating Orb o' Doom, and unfortunately, the game doesn't really want to give me giant floating Orbs o' Doom. Let's go ahead and slow them down slightly because they are making a little bit too much progress in my direction. Soul Rip. I don't think we can Soul Rip these, actually. These don't look like they have souls. The developer's silent commentary on whether or not they think animals have souls. Sucks to be their dog. Anyways, I'm just kidding, developer. If you're watching this right now, I think nothing but the best of you. It was just a yoke. It was just a funny yoke. Let's go on. Oh, Earth Rune. Don't mind if I do. Alright, just in case we wanted just in case we wanted to practice the arts of the lithofaction, we could go ahead and do that. This room seems like it's going to have something terrible in it. Oh, we've already been here. Challenge room! This room is challenged. Hit list. Enemies linked in a mysterious way. Kill all the enemies in the order as marked with the ancient seal. Is it you? Are you the one that's supposed to die first? And I'm assuming that I have like a time limit or something, or if I kill them out of order, it probably makes the game very, very upset with me. They're gonna write me an angry letter, right? Ha! Soul rip. I ripped out your soul, and then I ate it for my sustenance and also my nutrition. What is this? Don't stand behind that. I'm trying to kill it right now because I can't kill you. There we go. And so the hit list event has been completed. We can get some knockback. We can get a light rune. Water, I'm going to go with the knockback since it's the only permanent increase to our abilities. It's the only thing that's passive. The extra runes I don't actually think that we need at the moment because we don't have any combiners anyways, so they're sort of sitting around in our inventory. Yep, sitting around in our inventory. Nothing we can do with them anyways. Let's go back over. Meow. Oh, we're actually out of road. Well, damn. It looks like it's time for us to go down to the next level. No, there's one off to the left. I see it. It almost snuck by me right there. That room definitely has an orifice through which we can pass. Oh, next. It's the next room. Okay, I got my directions mixed up. There we go. Oh, no! Ooh, there's a bunch of giant rats in here, too. I'm going to drop a little... There we go. I'm going to drop a black hole right there. Just to see if maybe... There we go. That's going to work out just fine. I do think that going with ranged abilities is probably going to benefit you a little bit more. Are you firing the same... Oh, it is. It's firing that crystal spell at me. That's not very nice of him. How dare you treat me like I treat you, sir? How dare you practice the golden rule? Reduce the effects. Crit damage versus bug types can go up. Minimum, maximum rune levels for water and fire. Let's go for... There are two types of people, the quick and the dead. I think I'll probably... Let's go for evasion, I guess. I could increase my water rune levels and my fire rune levels, and it probably would have doubly benefited me because I am using water and fire spells right now with a little augmentation of evil and darkness. But at the same time, shifting those around, it doesn't seem like you... I don't know how long this game is, to be honest, because I always die around floor 5 or 6. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like you ever really get to buff up your spells to the level that you would want to. Really? That's all that you gave me on this one? I guess I'll go with a fire rune then. That's pretty terrible for bonuses. Go ahead and press the key to continue. Enemies move 10% faster. That's no fun. Considering we're trying to do a long range build right now. That is super lame. That's going to make me very, very sad. Like when Chad Thomas beat me up and dumped my backpack out. Damn you, Chad Thomas. You son of a bitch. We go back over here. Oh, good. We got another hit list room. Oh, that one is hiding behind this other monster here. I'm going to see if I can snipe him lightly. There we go. So he's been sniped lightly. Or darkly, I guess, since I hit him with a darkness spell. Kill him next. What's going on? Oh, we got him again. Alright, so let's kind of... There we go. The dot got him. That's fine. Now we got this guy. Without a time limit, this doesn't really seem to be that urgent, to be honest. If this had a time limit, I'd be a lot more worried about... That was amazing that that actually hit. I wasn't expecting that to hit at all. Lead the enemy. Lead the enemy. There we go. No, that's not leading. Alright, so we've managed to kill that off. We can take 2% more crit chance. Why not? We've already gone with 2% crit chance already. Why not take 2% more, correct? Yes. Have we? Yeah, bonus crit chance, 4%. So, our chances that we're going to crit are actually increasing pretty rapidly. Not exponentially, but at least multiplicatively. In powers of 2, I guess. Although, after the next level, we won't be able to say that. Like, well, then it's just additive, so meh. I love my shotgun crystals. They are amazing and they make me happy. There we go. Except when enemies are trying to shoot them back at me. That's not okay. Let's go to the right since we have no other option. I'm honestly just going to run the hell away on this one. I don't see any reason to stop or aim or do anything sort of talented or skilled. I'm just going to attempt to soul rip my enemies as quickly as possible. Now, if you are interested, you can look at the bestiary to get information on all of these enemies. It'll give you little blurbs and things like that, which are fun. I mean, some people are really, really into lore and things like that, and so might be a little bit of fun to be had there. I'm not one of those people, like, I don't really sit around reading a whole lot. You guys know that. I tend to miss very, very major details, even with the most minute type of... Picking up runes gives you a buff based off the type of rune. Okay. Doctor increases health pack healing by 5. I'm going to go with the earthen one. See if maybe when we come across earthen enemies we can get something kind of cool about that. It seems like that works when you kill enemies. It appears as though it gives you some kind of, oh my god, and this is not going to go well for me. Yeah, that was the worst room ever for me. I no longer want to participate. Come on. I gotta get rid of that wolfy thing. It has got to go. Luckily, there are healing items like everywhere around here, but that was a rough room for us. That was a very, very unpolished room. Okay, let's go back over here. We're gonna grab some of these soul shards and also some of these health packs. There we go. And then I'm not gonna go all the way back over there. Obviously, we're gonna have to do that in a little bit just to get back to where we started. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna keep the adventure maintaining a forward momentum. Oh god! Okay. So I'm gonna throw a black hole over there. But actually, I think the only way that I'm actually reasonably going to survive this is if I focus on dodging and just sort of blind fire the enemy right now. And this is what I'm talking about just having range to superiority does seem to be the better option right here, because it at least gives their projectiles some time to spread out a bit. Okay, so that enemy's down. That's another axe zombie taken care of that we don't have to worry about. My god, there are so many axes flying around all over the place. Ooh, and I knew I was going to eat one right there. Luckily, we got some pretty cool loot out of it, so at least we got a combiner. There are plenty of hearts around, so we should be able to heal up even after a couple of nasty rooms. In fact, we got two very, very nasty rooms right there. Rooms that are making me feel uncomfortable and like I need to contact HR. Bugs, will you please just let me kill you, please? I would love for you to just allow me to slaughter you, and I know it goes against your nature. Oh, we got bats everywhere. Okay, well I should be able to handle that without too many. I mean, they're so fast though. I mean, we're not gonna outrun them, that's for sure. They wiggle around slightly too, so you can't get a good solid beat on them. My god. Okay, so he gave us a little batty kiss right there. Will you hold still, you little bastard? There we go. Finally got him. The room is completed. The room is completed. We'll go back over. I thought I saw another heart over here. I guess not. Wishful thinking, I suppose. There's the boss room, although I'm not so totally convinced that I'm prepared for a boss right now. I do need to combine some of my spells, make myself a little bit more efficient. We got some bone slanging skeletons over there. I'm just gonna kind of move around a little. I think I'll probably drop a black hole over there somewhere just to kind of buy myself a bit of time. Luckily, this is an XP room because we've got such a high density of monsters that we should get a nice little grip of XP out of this whole thing. And level ups are never anything to scoff at. Now, the only way I could see this going kind of wrong for us is if we get the bat boss again, Dash or whatever his name was, which might be actually an Incredibles reference now that I'm thinking about it. I record all these in batches, by the way, so if you're wondering, I just recorded that episode like a minute ago, so if somebody made that joke down in the comments, then you beat me to it, I suppose, although I kind of did it like 30 minutes after, so I'm not really sure who beat who at this point. You would have to kind of take your access to the knowledge, and I don't know. I'm just not going to think about it because, frankly, it gives me a migraine, or a your-grain. Let's murder him. He actually has a great quantity of HPs. That is unfortunate for us. Well then. Yeah. I don't know. Being able to get up close and personal does seem... Wow, I don't even know what happened right there. But it appears as though everything has kind of just died. He's putting out shields for himself. How terrible. Okay, I don't like that. My enemy has shields. They've taken on the knightly arts. Are attempting to guard themselves. They're attempting to gird their loins, although he's just a giant head, so I can't imagine that he even has those. Whatever, I'm not going to ask him for an anatomy lesson right now. We don't need to have like a when one statue loves another statue conversation. There we go. I don't know about this build. I mean, it's cool, I suppose. But it does highly rely on my ability to aim. And so what I like about the spray and pray stuff is that I really just kind of have to be there. I don't even really need to apply myself at all. Against these enemies, where they're running around, they're small, they're kind of just jiggling all over the place. It becomes slightly cumbersome to aim at them with slow cooldown projectiles. But we're trying new things. We're trying new things for the sake of science. Let's go ahead and murder some more crates because they are way less threatening. and some of the other enemies that are waiting for us near the end of this episode. Alright, we'll try this challenge room out, or it's not a challenge room, it's a debuff room, whatever. Oh good. Just what I was hoping we would fight. A ton of zombies with serial killer axes. Loverly. I'm gonna go ahead and see if maybe... Oh, it already dropped my black hole over there. Okay. Well, you can use the crates to break up your projectiles, just something to mention. I think I mentioned it in a previous episode. But if you fire crystals all over the place, you can use them to break up... I'm sorry, you can use crates to break up your crystal projectile if you need to, or your wind projectile, because I know we have a couple of abilities that do the same thing with minor variations as to how they affect the character. 35 XP right there. That's going to give us Entropic Body, which is 10% damage. Chance to spellcast randomly. Oh, okay, so we can randomly teleport. We can get level 2 Arcane Guardian, which means I suppose that maybe we can summon 2 of them. So every 45 seconds we get a second one. Maybe it stacks or something. After picking up a health pack, negate the next hit you receive. Oh, I don't know. I don't think any of these are... I'm gonna buff Guardian, I guess, and we'll just kind of see how that affects things. I don't know if it gives us a second Guardian or if it lowered the cast time, but it did something. It accomplished something. I'm hoping it gives us double Guardians. I'm gonna go downwards right here. Oh, no, I'm not gonna go downwards right there. That's the boss room. We're gonna complete this entire floor before we do anything risky like that. Oh my. Another lovely axe zombie room sent to test me and my patience. Luckily, at least we killed off the bat, so there's that. And no, I'm not going to make a Joker. It's simple. We kill the bat. I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I thought about it. It was in my headspace, but I dismissed it. I dismissed it like a bad child in class. So there you go. This dude's over here picking up all my treasure like a dick. So give me all that because I'm gonna need it. I have no idea what he just did. He summoned a horrible black ball of energy around himself. I assume that it's horrible. It might be a nice black ball of energy. I'm not really sure. I'm not acclimated to its ethical constraints, to be honest. Go back to this room, grab a couple of hearts because we need them. A bunch of mini hearts. Any other ones? No, we're not going to get another one out of there. We're simply not that lucky. Well, I think this adventure is about to come to a close, all things considered. Let me buff up my fire spell for a little bit. We do have a combiner, so I could do something here, but I think I'm probably just going to stick with increasing my damage because I do think that's probably what I need to do at this point. Have any darkness runes or anything? No, but I do have water runes, so we can go with the arc range. Oh, it actually increases the arc range a little bit. Alright, makes it explode outwards a bit better. That seems okay to me. I don't really know what to think about it. I'll probably go, let's go with entropy and light right now. I don't know. Did we try that one already? Let's look at our... No! Wrong thing. Rudy Dex. Entropy and light. Have we done that? No, we have not. Let's do entropy and light. A wispy wonder. Fires a small spirit that wanders aimlessly at an increasing rate in a random direction. Let's try it out for a second. See if it's something that's going to be worthwhile or not. Fires pretty quickly. Unfortunately, here, let me swap these over for a second. It does a lot of damage. If you look, it does 7 damage on hit. And so it's kind of like a very nice spray and pray spell. What's the range on it, though? Just kind of flies out randomly. And also, okay, it switches directions, too. Not something that can be relied on, I don't think. So we'll go ahead and back off it for a second. And also step on that little fire pit because I hate myself. Punishing my feet, they've been sore. We might not even make it off this floor, to be honest. The speed at which we've been getting these nasty little lycanthrope dudes has been really, really bad for us. Got pyromancers over here, so I should be able to lay them out pretty easily. And the plus side to pyromancers is they are humanoids, so we get souls out of them. Hey, hey. Picking up all my good stuff. Get out of here. You can take the bad stuff. I don't really care about the trash loot, but the good stuff you need to leave to me. Come on now. Come on now, be a team player. Go back to the right, and I think it's about time that we took on the boss fight. We don't really have a choice right here. It's pretty much end game for us right now, so let's go for it. Can't guarantee we're going to get this one locked in. Oh, it's dash. Okay. Well, all we can really do then is just sort of hope that... I mean... He does seem to sort of follow you around a little bit. I mean, we're not dealing much damage to him. I do wish that the dots stacked up and made it so that the duration increased as you hit him more and more and more in a quick frequency. So, for example, the first hit would be 3 seconds. The second hit would be, you know, 6 seconds or like 5 seconds if 1 second had gone by since your last cast. Luckily, we do have... Oh, my God. Okay, well, that was bad for me. Getting stunned is terrible. I think I'm just going to take him around the edge of the room. And unfortunately, yeah. He's much quicker than us, and he's much nastier than us. Ooh, he tried to head me off at the pass right there, so maybe I won't stick to the walls for a little bit. Hopefully the trail right there doesn't hurt me. I can only hope. We might get him, but we're not going to go into the... We're not going to be on the next floor in very good shape. I'll tell you that much. Come on. Just kind of fishing for damage right here since I have no idea what his position is. Are we gonna make it? Who knows? He's actually probably one of the easier bosses compared to like the Pyromancer and some of the other nasty ones you can get. I think he's probably the easiest out of all of the bosses, so you probably shouldn't be too down if you draw dash on a pull, but I mean the fire guy seems to be the worst because that little maze attack that he does is really it's a strong attack and it's difficult to deal with. Did he just run into his own debuff? What happened right there? I'm not even sure what just occurred, but I guess he fed us the fight. He's like, I give up. You can just have this one. I don't care anymore. I simply do not care. We're going to pick up some of these healths. Awesome. Take the triple combiner. And that leaves us with the stairs to the next level. I'm going to take... Let's take the 5%. Nah, let's take the water level. We're using water abilities. Alright, and so I think what we're going to do right now is break off this episode because I do have things that I need to take care of at the moment, so this is the point at which it can save for us. You know what? I lied. I'm just going to make this go for a long episode because I just screwed up and I clicked the wrong button right there, and I bet a bunch of you noticed it, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to do a long episode right here because I never survived past this level anyways. So we'll go ahead and give it the old college try here. And if I do end up surviving, that'll be cool. I mean, they're throwing giant mud balls at me again. Supposedly something good's supposed to happen when I kill earth creatures with this character, but I've yet to see it occur. What the hell is that? Did you just throw a ninja star at me? Tell me that wasn't a ninja star you just threw at me. Actually, we're at full health after the first room. We might be okay right here. We might be alright. In which case, that would sort of tempt me to do yet another episode, although I've been recording for hours and hours and hours today already, and it's time for me to go for my run, because all of you know I'm an avid runner. So let's go ahead. Not a runer. I am an avid runer right now, but I'm more of an avid runner, to be honest. I shouldn't have picked up that health pickup. That was a terrible idea. So for the triple combiner, let's go mind, light. Clarity. Reduces the cooldowns of all of your other spells. So is it a passive, or do I need to cast it every now and again? Makes me fire faster, so I don't care. Although it is kind of hard to remember to use it because I've got to stop casting other things because of the sinister global that I have to deal with. But let's kill off all... Ooh, another speed rune right there. Good. I mean, I don't really use speed runes very often. On this side, we've got hit list, which I don't think is going to be too difficult. And we do have two of those big nasty dudes. I don't even know what to attempt with them, to be honest. Go ahead, and we've got this guy next. Luckily, I don't think he's going to be too bad. All of the enemies on here are like jumbo-sized, so I think we should be able to handle them without too many problems. We're back up to full health, and they'll finish you off. And there it is. The hit list event is done. We can take a fire rune, or we can take 10 max HP. That would even us out from the sacrifice we made earlier, or we could go with more bullet speed. I wish that I had a cooldown debuff, to be honest. I'm going to go with the fire rune, actually. I know that might seem like a strange choice, but it allows us to buff off our flames a little bit further. Since we're not going for a rapid fire build, I'll probably go with... That right there is great if you're doing a rapid fire build, but we're not. So I'm going to go with Holy Crusader, which puts that little AoE on the ground when we're destroying demons and undead and all of those horrible folk. Let's go back upwards. And it looks like we've just got another treasure room right here, so the only real function of this room is to break things open. I'm going to keep moving. How about that? I'm not actually so sure it's in your best interest to actually not go down any stairs in this game. So if I find the stairs, I may actually just try and see what happens if you rush the game and you don't try and clear everything. I've been doing it because I figured leveling up was a good thing, but if your score is related to how far you make it in the game more than anything else, it seems to me that it might not be a terrible idea. Got a water rune right there. Let's go ahead and combine that. That'll remind me to use my fire rune as well. Good. Our Kindle's doing 4 damage now. Very, very good. And there's the stairs right there, actually. So let's go ahead and try... Does that affect, like, where do we see the tabulation of our score? Because I would love to... I probably should have... Damn. Well, let's do a little bit more here. I'm going to clear a bit more of this out. Hopefully we don't get anything too nasty. I do think that we are benefiting from the long-range build. I do feel like that's really, really helping us right here, and it's one of the reasons why we're not dying spectacularly. Go ahead and kill the puffs of flame right there. We'll grab the little bit of extra health. We're having a really good set of floors right now. I think we might actually make it to the second boss. I mean, I don't... Oh, what are you? It's like a giant version of the Divine Crusader. So they recycled one. Maybe I'm supposed to be... Oh my god. Oh, he is dropping nastiness all over the place. Wow. Are you serious right now? That did so much damage. Alright, let's step it up here. We gotta kill this dude. We can't be having this. Wow. That does so much damage. Oh, he like reversed my keys there for a second. I'm not even sure what that was. But my keys were reversed. Like left was making me go right and stuff. Yep, should have gone for the stairs. Instantly and totally regretting this decision. Should have gone for the stairs. Oh my god. Yep. Damn. Well, he's got a lot. That's a hell of a boss right there. I was okay until he reversed my keys, but once he reversed my keys for like 3 seconds or whatever, I was like, well, I'm done for. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for another episode of Runers. Hopefully we do better next time. This time we did a lot worse. I should have gone for the stairs. I think that's probably got something to do with it. Let's see here. Floors discovered. I mean, I don't know how the tabulation of your points goes, so I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next episode. I'm sorry, I keep dying. I'm like the 4th floor, but god, the difficulty ramps up like a mother the second you get to the 4th floor. It's just like they throw the entire cake at you the second you get here. There's definitely a wall. Like, it's easy, 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 dead. And that's basically how the game functions. I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care of everybody, and hi-do.